Yo, did you check out the Black Panther 2 trailer? Let's talk about it. Welcome, everyone. My name is LeftEyeEgo. I'm one half of the Heroes No Capes podcast, and welcome to my first video. Today, we're going to be reacting to the Black Panther 2 trailer. So let's get it. Okay.
No woman, no cry.
All right. So, I guess they're trying to steal the Wailers' No Woman, No Cry song as their theme for the song. I guess that's weird just because that's Bob Marley and the Wailers song about a man singing to a woman saying, hey, don't worry, don't cry. I'm no longer here, but everything's going to be all right. So the fact that they're switching it around, it's a woman singing to another woman, a little suspect for me, but, let's keep checking it out. Okay.
Don't shed no tear.
All right, so we're looking at what was past the Dora Milaje escorting, I'm guessing, the Queen. Now it's more the Dora Milaje and the Queen. Again, this is giving me MCU vibes here, where it's going to be that Phase 4 MCU all-women team here. So with T'Challa out of the way, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman's character, Chadwick Boseman himself, passed away. So it looks like they're leaning heavily into the matriarchy of Wakanda. But, let's keep going and see if we see anything different. All right.
No woman, no cry.
All right. I think this is supposed to be the celebration of life for T'Challa since it's passed away. So everyone's dressing in white, which I'm okay with. It's more like a celebration of life rather than mourning death. Even though Shuri looks like she's got kind of like the hood with the sackcloth and ashes that you traditionally wear in, I guess, a funeral of this type. So I'm actually okay with that, with them going in this direction. I guess it's kind of a nod to Chadwick Boseman himself celebrating his life through the movie and celebrating the death, I guess, of T'Challa. But let's keep going.
Good friends we are, and good friends we were.
Okay.
Along the way.
Okay. So it looks like the Dora Milaje, it looks like they're entering into some kind of circle. It looks like it's the circle of life they're trying to play it this way. I was just about to yell out, oh man, that's kind of the vibe that I got. I know they're trying to go for a serious vibe, but with all these elements in the background, that's the only thing I could say was the sun rising and just that man singing that song. But yeah, it looks like it's the Dora Milaje. It looks like they're preparing for some kind of ceremony here, but let's see if there's more to it as well.
In this great future, you can't forget your past. So
Okay. What is this? Is this how y'all are going to introduce Namor to us? Is Atlantis under 8 feet? Are we saying Atlantis existed this entire time at a depth of 8 feet so that the sun could shine through, so that you could actually see a baby being born? This would mean that S.H.I.E.L.D., the American government that's in the MCU, has got to be one of the dumbest governmental agencies ever if they couldn't find Atlantis at a depth of 8 feet, which I guess is par for the course because they didn't even know Wakanda existed to such the technological age. So I guess you're saying we're leaning full on to the ignorance of the governmental agencies of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Avengers not knowing the existence of either Atlantis or Wakanda. But, that's none of my business. Let's keep going. Okay. Yo, this guy almost looks like Ra from Stargate right now. He's got the headdress on. I can't tell if we're in Atlantis or ancient Egypt with this look. I know with the blue hue, you're trying to infer that's what it is, but it just looks like it's Stargate. We threw on some feathers. We want him to look like an Aztec and an Egyptian at the same time, and we're just going to go with this look. I have No idea where they're getting their influence. It could be Aztec, but it just looks like I think that he's going to be transfigured into some alien creature that I saw in Stargate from 1995. Let's keep going. All right, so they're riding whales, which I mean, I guess they don't want to think that they're trying to be like Arthur Curry and the Atlanteans from Aquaman, but I mean, eh, it just looks kind of limp wristed and we're trying, but not really. I get you can fit like all these Atlantean warriors on a whale, but I mean, give me a shark. Give me something that looks imposing to back up the strength that I'm supposed to be seeing from the Atlanteans. Okay, let's see. I don't know what's obviously happening here. Obviously, it looks like I guess they're forcing someone that looks like they are Wakandan to read these symbols to, I don't know, transport them someplace. But, I guess from the looks of it, it's, American government bad, minority that seems oppressed and meek good. I don't know what they're trying to show with this other than the fact that it looks like the American government is a bunch of terrorists and will only go about it to get their own way. Let's keep going though.
Everything's gonna be alright.
So I'm guessing this is supposed to be her ascension as, I don't know, queen of Wakanda. Everything is on fire. I guess this looks like it's a part of some royal tradition. I guess the problem I'm having is if she's supposed to be the next Black Panther, where's the trial by combat or the succession by combat? Because when T'Challa's father died, they actually had succession by combat. I know that because T'Challa had to beat M'Baku and then, lost to Killmonger. So I don't understand why it seems that we just set some things on fire, we wear white, and then, you are the new Black Panther. So I don't know what they're trying to do with this. Maybe it's the end of the ceremony celebrating the Black Panther, and this is how you end it. But I doubt it because they put a throne, and she's in the center of it all. So I don't know exactly what they're trying to imply here. But again, it looks like man down, woman ascension, easy with very little interference. Okay, that's weird. I'm not sure if that is they're saying that's I guess the I guess the only way I can explain it is the quartermaster or the person that does the gadgets for Shuri. So I'm not seeing if that's what they're trying to go with this by implying that might be Riri Williams. All Black people that look alike, we live in the same place. God forbid we live on opposite sides of even the same country. But I don't know if they're trying to imply that, which also takes away from the original brilliance of T'Challa. Not only was he peak human ability and peak human intellect, he actually also designed his own gadgets, the claws, the cape. He studied abroad with all of the different techniques, and he actually came up with the weapons from vibranium. So it was bad enough that they outsourced his intelligence and gadgetry to Shuri. It looks like now that Shuri is also putting that off on, I guess this might be Riri Williams is my guess. I don't know if that's why she was wearing the red, and we had to show that we're cool with each other. So we did the lock, and then we had to pound it at the end. Whatever. All right. I guess that means I guess that's our intro to I don't know if it's supposed to be a villain at this point. They're saying that Namor is, I guess, someone that lost his home and now he's back to reclaim it by coming out of the water with, I don't even know if that's supposed to be Atlantis or his attempt to go after Wakanda, but it looks like they're actually just trying to show that he's not all a bad guy, which I guess it's true. He might be an anti-hero or someone that's mainly out for himself. And when his interests align with the character whom he deemed his enemy, then he turns into the good guy, which is again a problem because it doesn't look like any of the minority characters get to be evil at all. They can't just be evil for evil's sake. I want to do this because I can do it. It's just, oh, well, something happened to me. Something was taken from me. So I must avenge it. And it's this righteous vengeance that I have so that no matter what happens, you'll see me as righteous. In fact, I don't think I've seen any real villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe since Iron Man's first villain that was actually evil for the sake of evil. But, let's keep going and see what we got.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone.
What the hell is she talking about? We just saw clips of Shuri. She's still alive. What kind of lost child do you think you have when you're saying, I've lost everything and your youngest daughter is right there? Like, mother, I am still right here. You have not forgotten about me. My name is Shuri. You announced me to the world when my brother died, and I should be the new Black Panther. I am still here. But here she is saying, I lost everything. She literally has a daughter, Shuri, who's right there, but yet she's lost her entire family. Get out of here.
Have I not given everything?
What do you mean you've given everything? Okay, so T'Chaka pretty much gave his life because he was assassinated by Bucky Barnes when he was the Winter Soldier. That's your husband. He gave everything. T'Challa, your son, I'm guessing if they're saying he died in the Battle of Endgame, I'm not sure. He gave everything. You're literally the queen. You actually hold up the culture of Wakanda. You haven't given up everything. The men in your life actually sacrificed themselves for the good of your entire country. But yeah, you've given up everything. Get out of here. And on cue, there it is. There's let you know it's for full on phase 4, guys. That's Riri Williams, as if we couldn't tell by her wearing the red in a country that I guess just wears purple and white now whenever they want to go to battle or celebrate things. And it wasn't enough to have the pound it. Cool, my brother, my sister. She literally had to carve out the actual iron with the heart in it so that we know it's her. It's like they're trying to treat us like we're a character from Forrest Gump. No, they're actually treating us like we are Forrest Gump. I didn't know who that was until she hit the iron in the heart. That must be Ironheart. Mama said life is like a box of chocolates. Like, come on, it's too on the nose to explain why they're doing this. But again, it's like, well, hey, if you didn't know it was Riri Williams before, now you know it's Riri Williams now. All right, let's see what we got. Wait, hold on. I didn't just see what I think I saw. Did I? I'm going to scoot this back a second. It looks like they either splice this together, but are you guys telling me that Wakanda and Atlantis are going to be at war? Oh, I'm sorry. Is this the 2013 book you're trying to steal this from when they actually tried to have them go to war over this? Really? Are we using things from only 8 years because we've run out of all the history of the Black Panther? Like over 60 years of history, and you're going to go within the last 8 years to push this story? On top of the fact that this looks terrible. The only two minorities that you say exist as a people, and they're going to war. So you want space spear chuckers versus the Mexicans is what this seems like. You just are having this big border war. And I'm laughing because regardless of how you feel about him, this would be hilarious to have Donald Trump in as the president of the United States for this movie, being in the interest of Wakanda. Can y'all believe that? Like, can you believe this? It's not Wakanda forever. I want to make Wakanda great forever, okay? We have to build a wall around Wakanda because we cannot let The Atlanteans come over. They're not sending their best. Namor, more like neighbor. I can't believe it. You know what this is. Oh boy, I really wish he would make a cameo in this movie because it would be hilarious because of how awful and racist this whole thing sounds. You're telling me that we have two of the most advanced civilizations and we're resorting to throwing spears. So you're saying that no matter how technological minorities can be, when things go left, we just start picking up spears and start chucking them like actual cavemen. But I digress. Okay. All right. I guess they're trying to show Atlantis is attacking Wakanda. Again, the weird thing about the movies that they've shown involving Wakanda is that someone's always trying to invade them. They're constant victims of circumstances. You know, we are just Wakanda. We are trying to be peaceful here. We do not go out for any wars. We are very peaceful. We like to have our own technology. Even though we have our neighbors to the north, to south, to east, and to west, we do not help them because Wakanda is isolationist. Who are they to come in and attack us? We are just defending ourselves. Every time I see Wakanda, it's always under attack. Someone's always going after them. Again, they get to make Wakanda victims of every circumstance. No matter how technologically advanced they are, they don't seem like they have any warning or detection systems to let them know there's an impending danger or an impending attack. Whatever spies that they had across the world, how did they not have one at least in Atlantis? Come on. Oh boy, and then it looks like they made Namor look like an Aztec with the nasal piercing and the earrings. It's like I know that they're trying to make Namor look more like an Aztec here, but it's awful. There's no widow's peak. The ears aren't pointy enough. Like I said, I like the Namor that had that very sharp and prominent nose, that stare of me looking down at you, as opposed to me down and then looking up as if I'm what was his name? Caesar. It looks like he's trying to be, oh, I am benevolent, when Namor is strong, regal, condescending. But let's keep going. All right. And what we got here? Again, it's like, they're trying, the Dora Milaje are trying again to protect what looks like a Wakanda. Oh, we're just protecting ourselves because, Atlantis wants to take from us. Again, I would petition Marvel so hard to put Donald Trump in. Just to talk about how we need to build a wall for Wakanda. Oh my goodness, it'll be great. Okay, and then they waited, a minute and 56 seconds to go to the reveal of, I'm guessing, the Black Pantheress. I mean, it's weird because they're using the gold outline of Killmonger, yet they're saying it's Black Panther 2. And the colors that we saw T'Challa wear were at least black and purple. And I guess the dad was black and silver for T'Chaka. I don't know if they're trying to say that she took Killmonger's suit and adapted it to her, which sounds kind of hypocritical considering those are the colors of the traitor in your family that tried to overthrow your own government. If nothing else, you'd want to take on the colors of your brother. You're crying in half this trailer. You're looking reflective and, how will I ever do this without T'Challa? He was strong and wise, and I am just a gadget girl. I do not know how this is going to work for me. You give that look the entire trailer, but yet you don what appears to be Killmonger's colors. Unless you're telling me they get in a bind and then they revive Killmonger and that's him. I have no idea where this entire trailer is trying to lead us to believe. It looks like it's incredibly disjointed. I had my issues with the first Black Panther. I will say that the one good thing they have going for it is it brings about a lot of emotion when you're trying to get the visuals. They're hitting you with more of that music, trying to build that crescendo. making it more audio with parts of the music in there. It's kind of like a girlfriend or boyfriend or significant other that did you wrong, but then they come back and they're like, do you remember that one time I made you feel that one way before I ultimately backstabbed you? At a certain point, it's going to be our fault for just going in with our emotions and not looking at these things critically. And that's kind of what I hope to do. So, that's enough of that. But again, let me know what your thoughts are. Again, this is LeftEyeEgo. Welcome to my first video, first of many. For now, Ego out.